Hey guys, it's Tammy again, and I'm here to talk about my experience in the GoAnimate community as an age regressor. Well, I never actually admitted that I was an age regressor back then because I didn't really know what that term meant. But I was aware that I still liked my fair share of childhood shows. So many of you, as you may know, you may have known me as Kirby Loopsy, which is a name I don't use anymore. Bleh. I admitted to liking Strawberry Shortcake, Wawa Wubsy, and Dora at some cases. Yeah, I did admit to liking some childhood shows, aka what you call baby shows, and I would get attacked over it. Like, this was not a safe community for me to admit that I liked childhood shows. And I even had to mask myself, I had to pretend that I hated those childhood shows that everybody else was talking about. Like, there was this huge undying hatred for Caillou, which is something reasonable. I can get why people don't like Caillou. It's just a really horrible show, and in general, not even I really like it that much. So yeah, people were always hating on Dora, Oswald, Blue's Clues, Little Bill. For Little Bill, I have mixed feelings about that. I mean, the show that it's based off of is based off a real creep, which I'm not gonna get much into that. Yeah, you get the idea. Lots of people were hating on those, making fun of people who like those shows, and it kind of felt like you had to like the quote unquote big kid shows just to be accepted in the community. When I was in there, I thought that this was for a good cause. I really had to grow out of my beloved childhood shows just to be accepted in a good anime community. But the truth was, I didn't want to let go of the shows that I was still fond of. Why? Because they were special to me. They have value to me. And it wasn't like I could just, hate them like that. No. So yeah, I really thought that you should have to let go of your favorite childhood shows immediately. I mean, I was 10 years old back then. I was getting into the last few years of my elementary school career and kind of felt like I was growing up because I was 5 feet and I was pretty tall for my age, but I was really beginning to have mixed feelings about myself. Am I still a kid? Should I still watch these childhood shows? Should I still do this? Should I still do that? And the Go Anime community has really given me this huge idea that hey, you should not watch childhood shows, you should not watch these things. Go watch anime or some big kid shows. Eh. So I had to listen to those people, and little did I know that I was basically throwing my old self away just to satisfy the feelings of those people, which is a really unhealthy thing to do. It wasn't until a few years later when I realized that this community was forcing me to be somebody that I'm not. Can you believe that? And only a few years ago did I even start to actually accept myself for who I actually am. I found that I'm an age regressor. If you're unfamiliar with the term age regressor, it's somebody who basically indulges in childhood things. They do things like act like a baby. They might crawl around like a baby. They might read kids' books, play kids' games, listen to nursery rhymes, watch a kids' shows, own a lot of baby toys, etc., etc. They might even go as far as wearing diapers, which is something I personally think is disgusting. I don't see anything pleasant about that. People usually use age regressing as a coping mechanism to trauma. It could be childhood trauma. It could be the fact that they never had a childhood. Yeah, some people use age regressing as a coping mechanism. I'm an age regressor myself, and I have absolutely no problem against people who age regress, especially as a coping mechanism. So basically, the GoAnimate community was telling the age regressors to fuck off, basically invalidating their coping mechanism and forcing them to find something else, which is really a toxic thing to do. You should not have to be forced to find something else that isn't to your liking. You should be allowed to be whoever you want. You shouldn't have to change yourself to fit the needs of other people. And people should stop judging people for liking childhood shows. Just because someone likes childhood shows, they like nursery rhymes, they like baby things, or whatever you call it, does not mean they're stupid. It just means that they like it the same way you like your big kid stuff, grown up stuff, adult stuff, whatever you want to call it. It it does it means no harm for you to just accept somebody for liking childhood things. If you don't like somebody liking childhood things, then that's fine. Just ignore it. But don't go bullying them and harassing them just because they like these things. It's okay to not be okay with them, but it's not okay to bully them over it, as it can cause a lot of harm to them and lack of self esteem. It causes so much harm and it makes us age regressors look really, really bad. So that's my confession. I'm an age regressor and I'm proud of it. I don't care how old I am. I'm almost 18. I really don't care how old I am. I don't care how many years go by. I'm still gonna love these childhood things all the time. And I'm not gonna let anybody try to force me to be somebody I'm not. Because only now have I accepted myself for who I truly am. Thank you. I would say more, but I might end up repeating myself, so yeah. Thanks for listening to my commentary. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.